Look at that. That's actually really good for the Bandit compared to what I traded it yesterday. I could see the tank being particularly useful, and then he's adding in a bunch of other spoilers and stuff. Airtail and the orange chute. That's actually what I wanted, but it's really cool to see that there's actually like a lot of people trying to get this vehicle, you know? Hey everyone, welcome back to the Jailbreak trading series, and today we are trading the Bandit. And I just spawned in this vehicle, and there's people just like stealing the car right in front of me. Okay, you guys know this one's gonna be great. But yeah, this is the most recent vehicle added into the game, and I actually just got this vehicle yesterday. So we've got Eyelight, and he's offering a Volt bike, which let's see his inventory here. Okay, yeah, he doesn't have like anything else really to add. So no, I'm only gonna be trading the Bandit today. We got another player over here. This guy has like a decent amount of things he could add for the Bandit. Celsius? Okay, wait. Oh, bro, he's wanting to offer for the beige net. People need to read what I'm offering. That would be really weird if the Celsius would go for the beige net, which if it is, then I'm getting rid of my Celsius right away because I actually need another beige net, and I've got like 2 Celsius. All right, we got Dom over here, and we're putting in the Bandit again. So this guy's offering a tank, interrogator, little bird, and hero zapper. Okay, I could see the tank being particularly useful, and then he's adding in a bunch of other spoilers and stuff, and then he got rid of them. So okay, interesting trade. We got Insane 9, and this guy's offering the Ray. Okay, let me check their inventory. Oh yikes, they don't got any limited, so I'm gonna back out right now. We got Nathan, and surprisingly he has the Bandit as well. So let's see over here. Wait, I'm actually going to do this. You know why? Because my vehicle has been traded 5 times and his has been only traded once. Oh, he declined the trade. Okay, let's see. Rip 24. He added in the Roadster, which is quite interesting, and Cybertruck. How do I keep on getting players that have like no limiteds? Let's see if I can get him to add in the Airtail at least. All right, nope, he's like going to just throw me a bunch of garbage. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. And from yesterday's video, I did actually trade the Macron for the Bandit, but honestly, like no one would trade you a Bandit for just a Volt bike or something. So I don't think that was particularly bad, and I did want to get this video out as soon as possible because the season is ending. I would assume this vehicle's value is going to go down a little bit. And as always, while I wait for someone to trade here, this series is a little bit random, so depending on the time of day, you might get some different trades and whatnot. Airtail and the orange chute. That's actually what I wanted. All right, that guy wanted like ads and stuff for the orange chute. Like he didn't want to trade away just the Airtail, so I had to decline that. But this guy's offering the Snake RFX. Oh, never mind. He got rid of the RFX, and he's gonna try and rip me off with the Hyper Orange, bro. Let me see if I throw in the Eractive, what he would do for that. Never mind. This guy's only got the Snake. I'm gonna leave. Imagine if I could get RFX rims for pretty cheap. I heard they're pretty decent. Or actually, never mind. There is another rim in the game called the RTX rims. I thought they were the same thing, but apparently no. There's 2 rims with a very similar name. We seem to be getting the same exact players, so I'm actually going to hop servers in a little bit. You know what's surprising is that even though the Bandit isn't going to be worth something insane, like I'm still getting trades pretty quickly, and if you have like alts, then I could see you totally being able to, you know, get a bunch of items for this vehicle. Like I said, this guy added in the Volt bike, Desert Crawler, and then a few spoilers to get you started off with. So I would say you're totally earning a ton of value for this vehicle, especially right before the season ends. All right, this guy's offering Hyper Orange. I'm still not getting over how brown it is, so I'm going to leave this guy's trade. Actually, the new camo fridge is quite interesting. It's probably one of my favorite apartment items in the game because it's a reference from Call of Duty Zombies, and I love those games. So yeah, I like the new camo fridge. It's just that it's not that great for jailbreak trading. And he's actually asking how much Robux for a pixel. I don't do Robux trades. I'm not going to be ripping people off. If someone's trying to like persuade you to say you're selling stuff for Robux like outside of the platform, then 9 times out of 10 a Roblox mod can just get you banned. So definitely use Roblox in-game chat to a minimum. You don't want to get your account banned and lose all your trades and stuff. And how do I know that? Because I've seen so many players make that mistake where they also spam stuff in the jailbreak trading island game. Like, look at this. This guy's spamming who got this, who got this. Well, if you spam that over and over again, and it's pretty obvious you're using a copy and pasting, then you can actually get your account also like suspended for a few days. So you don't want that happening. This guy's looking for a tank. Nope, the little bird isn't even close to a tank. All right, so like I said, I'm probably gonna hop servers right now. That's actually a pretty decent start. And yeah, I've already been trading for about 15 minutes. So, you know, let's see what I can get in the other 15 minutes of this video. All right, we are back in. If you didn't notice already, I'm back in my skeleton form. It's pretty funny. All right, we've got the Bandit in the game again, and this is a fresh server. So we've actually got a really reasonable amount of players with 1 million, and we've got Tammy over here rushing to trade us. Okay, let's see what he offers. A Block C. Okay, you know what? A Block C sounds totally reasonable, and he added in the Mighty. Okay, that's actually actually fairly decent because that's about what I gave for this vehicle yesterday. Oh, this guy's willing to add? Wait, I'm going to ask him anything else. Let me see what his inventory is. Okay, he doesn't have the best items. Okay, I told him to add something extra and he did only give the bad donuts and the darkest blue color. Okay, interesting. Okay, I didn't see anything too crazy in this guy's inventory, but look at that. That's actually really good for the Bandit compared to what I traded it yesterday. Now, I don't want to trade for this vehicle again, so I'm not going to do this trade, but that's totally solid. And like I said, if you didn't pay for the season pass and you're just a regular player that did grind this season, maybe even on all, totally reasonable trade that you could do for the Bandit. All right, we got Andrew over here, and he's throwing in the Roadster in E color. Again, two very solid vehicles, probably not that great for trading value, but again, they are probably one of the best, essentially, supercars in the game. I mean, the Roadster has crazy acceleration. Too bad it's not actually released in real life, but yeah, the E color is another cool vehicle, and of course, you throw in the rating greens, which if you didn't see yesterday's video, I've got so many rating greens, almost 20, and I think I actually gave away some to my alts, so yeah, that's pretty ridiculous. Obviously gonna pass on this one. Oh, what's this Dragon Breath spoiler? I actually haven't seen that before. That's probably from the new safes and stuff. I'm actually still finding out that there's still new items that I don't have from these safes, which is pretty crazy. I think it was 2 videos ago I did actually open up 4 legendaries. Didn't get anything too great, but I did get the radioactive and I think it was carbon fire texture. We got 2 more people trading, so let's trade this VIP trader player. Okay, he's offering the monster truck and the modern desk, and those are the rims that were really confusing because you think they're the RTX rims, but no, they're just called RFX. So 1 letter difference can make a huge difference, so always double check what you're trading for because man, I hate that they added the RFX rims. It doesn't even make any sense. They aren't like that special or anything, so I don't know what they're a reference to, and of course, this guy's doing the Eternal Flame. He actually wants me to add. Okay, he's adding extra. I thought he wanted me to add for a second, but TNT barrel, super lime, and let's see over here. He threw in the Tesla spoiler, so again, totally reasonable. This is a free vehicle. You could get a pretty good amount for it. So yeah, let's see if there's anything crazy in his inventory. Unfortunately not, so I'm gonna pass on this guy, but there's probably a ton of other players here as well willing to trade for the Bandit. We got a player with the Tiny over here, so I'm interested to see if I could do a trade with him eventually. But in the meantime, we've got Stefan over here. Let's see his inventory real quick. I mean, he's probably a starter as well. Now, what's weird is this server has so many players with $1 million, but I'm getting so many players with empty inventories. And look at that. That's actually a lot for this vehicle. So, Escapebot is, again, a pretty good flying vehicle and obviously standalone. This is not me adding anything. You can get like a ton of decent rims and stuff for a free vehicle. This is essentially really good. All right, we're offering the Bandit again, and this player is offering the Roadster. So far, so good for this vehicle. I'm really liking it, and honestly, totally reasonable trading value. I'm going to see if you can add a little bit, but man, again, these players don't have like limited, so I don't know if they have like any crazy textures and whatnot, but yeah, I don't think a Roadster is going to be good enough. Oh wait, I just realized the Bandit is a 4-seater. That's actually really cool. I didn't know that. I thought it was a 2-seater, but that actually makes sense because the movie this is from is The Bad Guys. So in that movie, I think there were like 5 of them or something. That's actually pretty cool though. I think this is a okay trade. You know, Escapebot is a pretty decent vehicle. I really like it, and of course the rope is very useful, especially if you get spawn killed and you spawn in the criminal base. You know, you could use it to do the cargo ship very easily. But look at this. I don't know how, but there's more players offering a lot more for the Bandit than anything I saw for the Macron, JB8, Raptor, and I don't know why. Obviously this isn't the best stuff like the Eternal Flame spoiler, but it's really cool to see that there's actually like a lot of people trying to get this vehicle. You know, it means the demand is definitely there, so it's going to be there for at least another month or so. People are definitely going to be trying to get the Bandit, and just like me, I did actually do a little bit of an overpay. I gave a Macron for this vehicle because I wanted to get this video out as soon as possible for you guys. But yeah, like I said, you could totally find a pretty reasonable amount for the Bandit, and I'm looking through this player's inventory. Nothing crazy. Obviously this is probably a starter, so you can get an idea of who's actually trading for this vehicle. You can always try and actually take this to your advantage too. Since there's so many new players trying to trade, you could definitely get some pretty good W's and whatnot, and I honestly think that's going to wrap up the Bandit video for today. Now, the Bandit, I really like this car. It's actually pretty much on par with the Macron. If you watch The Bad Guys, it's a pretty cool movie. It's a solid car. It's got pretty cool animations, and I think there's like flames that come out of the pipes. Okay, yeah, you could actually see them. They weren't showing up for a second, but right over there you could see there's like little flames when you accelerate. And yeah, it's a really solid car, especially if you got this vehicle for free. You can't really complain about it. And yeah, guys, that's going to wrap up this video. Now, if you want to see the other videos in this series, then there is a playlist in the description. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and if you like the video, please leave a like. But as always, I'll see you in the next one.